Welcome back to Spoiler Free Wrestling, everyone. And New Japan Pro Wrestling has released the full lineup for tomorrow's card, the World Tag League Finals. And we're going to run down the lineup in this video. If you don't want to know who advanced to the finals in the World Tag League because you haven't watched the full round robin, you will want to not watch this video right now. For everybody else, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button to make sure you're not missing out on any news or reports from Spoiler Free Wrestling. All right, so let's start things off with the main event. For the second year in a row, the World Tag League Finals will be contested between the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Evil and Sonata. So Evil and Sonata won the finals last year over the Gorillas of Destiny, but the Gorillas of Destiny beat Evil and Sonata in the round robin of this year's tournament. So as Tonga Loa pointed out in his post-match speech from Friday, the two teams are 1-1 against each other, and Sunday's finals will be the rubber match. So I wanted to go over some historical statistics of how these two teams have done in the World Tag League. So both teams began competing in this tournament in 2016. Tama Tonga had competed in the tournament previously as Bad Luck Fale's partner, but he began competing with Tonga Loa in 2016. That first year, they finish atop Block A and advance all the way to the finals. And Evil and Sonata, who entered the tournament for the first time in 2016 as well, they would have advanced to the finals to meet the Gorillas of Destiny. However, they lost to Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Hanma. Hanma and Makabe advanced to the finals because they had beaten Evil and Sonata in the round robin. And you can see two other Bullet Club teams did not do too great here. Bad Luck Fale and Bone Soldier not winning a single match in the 2016 World Tag League. And yes, you're reading that right. Billy Gunn and Yoshitatsu did team up. And Chase Owens and Kenny Omega didn't exactly have a very good tournament either that year. So the Gorillas of Destiny lost to Great Bash Heel in the finals in 2016. Now, 2017 in the World Tag League, just in the heavyweight tag team division, the titles were switched around quite a bit. And if you go here, starting at Sakura Genesis when War Machine won the titles from Tenkozy, it sort of kicked off this thing where War Machine, the Gorillas of Destiny, and the Killer Elite Squad all sort of shared the titles, and then they had these multiple triple threat matches coming down the stretch just before World Tag League. And then in the 2017 World Tag League, they put all three of those teams in the same block. So Tama Tonga, War Machine, and the Killer Elite Squad all finished atop Block B with 10 points. However, the Gorillas of Destiny had the better record amongst common opponents, which is the tiebreaker there. Since their losses were to teams that, they beat both War Machine and Killer Elite Squad, so they advanced to the finals. However, they then lost to Evil and Sonata in the finals. We go to this year, and again, if you look at the finals, aside from the Best Friends, who had a whole other thing going on this tournament, it was the teams who tagged together more consistently as teams that had the better records. Obviously, the Gorillas of Destiny and Evil and Sonata have been two of the top teams in the in New Japan Pro Wrestling for the last few years. Ishii and Yano for the last few years as well. Killer Elite Squad since they came back from Pro Wrestling Noah. So even with these teams where you've got guys like Zack Sabre Jr., who won the New Japan Cup this year, or Juice Robinson, who was an IWGP United States champion this year, their teams are falling short of the more consistently competing teams like the Girls of Destiny, Evil and Sonata, and so on. So Sunday is a real pivotal match, I think, for the Gorillas of Destiny. It's fantastic to make it to the finals 3 years in a row, but you don't want to do a Buffalo Bills where you always get to the finals and then you lose. So it's going to be a big match for the Gorillas of Destiny. And as they've mentioned on commentary, if they make it to the finals, if they win the World Tag League, they're able to call their shot. They can call out a team for Wrestle Kingdom. They can decide to defend their heavyweight tag belts or their never six-man titles. All of the control is within the Gorillas of Destiny if they win World Tag League. And in storyline, Harold May will hate that because he wanted to fire them earlier this year. So that's the finals of the World Tag League. Gorillas of Destiny, Evil and Sonata. The Gorillas have a chance to avenge their loss to Evil and Sonata in the finals from last year. Then we move on to the Never Openweight Championship match, and it's Hiroki Goto versus Kota Ibushi. Now, if you were following this earlier on the Tag League Tour, Goto was challenging Ibushi to challenge him, basically. Said, why don't you challenge me for the Never Openweight title? Kota Ibushi at one point said, I don't even know what the Never Openweight title is supposed to be for. Like, what division is this for? And so said he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't challenge for it. Finally, Goto got him to cave and said that he will challenge for the Never Openweight title. The Never Openweight title, by the way, there's a few different, it's open weight, so junior heavyweights and heavyweights can both compete for it. At one time, it was supposed to be for, like wrestlers from outside New Japan Pro Wrestling, like freelancers. That sort of faded away, and it just sort of became the third title. And that was also just for up-and-coming wrestlers as well, but that kind of faded away as well. So Goto, the 21st champion in the title's lineage, will defend against Kota Ibushi. Should be a really, is there such a thing as a bad Kota Ibushi match? But then this match was also made recently by New Japan Pro Wrestling. Will Ospreay, who has been off numerous tours with a rib injury, he will take on Taichi in a number one contenders match for the Never Openweight Championship. Ospreay was supposed to take on Taichi for the title before his injury. Had to pull out of that match. Taichi then defended it against Goto. Goto beat him. Now Ospreay will face Taichi, and the winner will face whoever wins between Goto and Ibushi, likely at Wrestle Kingdom. All right, so the next two matches are likely looking to build up Wrestle Kingdom matches. Now, on one side, there is the Bullet Club Elite with the Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, and Kenny Omega. On the other side, you've got Omega's challenger for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, Hiroshi Tanahashi. You've got Finn Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and you've also got Taguchi. Now, we're going to put out another video on this as well, but Juice Robinson has made no secret he wants another shot at Cody and the IWGP United States Championship. The fifth match on the show will be a preview of Okada versus Jay White in the Tokyo Dome. If you were watching the World Tag League tour, the Bullet Club definitely had Chaos and Hiroshi Tanahashi's number, going 6 or 7-0 against them on this tour. Taiji Ishimori pinned Kushida in the last match that Bullet Club had against Chaos, and Tanahashi and Kushida have sort of been thrown in with them on this tour. And so White's whole thing after every match, he points out that Okada can't beat him, Tanahashi can't beat him, and Okada and Tanahashi put together can't beat him. Then the fourth match we've got more Bullet Club Elite with Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, and Hangman Page going up against Bushi, Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito from LIJ. Now, Tetsuya Naito likely challenging for Chris Jericho's IWGP Intercontinental Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. We've seen Jericho show up, make a surprise appearance numerous times in 2018. He might try it again on Sunday. He might try it again at the Road to Wrestle Kingdom next weekend. And then the first three matches on the show, we've got Ishii tagging up with Roppongi 3K, going up against the Suzuki-gun team of Desperado, Kanemaru, and Zack Sabre Jr. That'll also be previewing the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship three-way at Wrestle Kingdom. Then in the second match, this could prove to be interesting. You've got the Suzuki-gun team of Minoru Suzuki, Iizuka, and Killer Elite Squad going up against Jeff Cobb and Michael Elgin, who Kevin Kelly really pointed out on commentary recently, really turned things around in the World Tag League. They started at 0-3 and then went on an 8-1 stretch, maybe a 9-1 stretch. Have to check out how they did in the tournament. But the best friends, Chucky T and Beretta, this is a real story that has been developing throughout the World Tag League. We put up a video earlier speculating about whether or not Chucky T is actually Jay White's mole in Chaos. Now, judging by his actions in this tournament where he's gotten purposely disqualified for hitting Michael Elgin, Toa Hanare, somebody else with a chair, and it's worth pointing out that this is very similar to how members of Bullet Club acted in the G1 earlier this summer. However, Chucky T also threw a chair directly at the head of Tangaloa in their match a couple of days ago on the tour, or earlier on the tour. I think that was Thursday. So it's not clear if Chucky T is maybe going Bullet Club or if Chucky T has just lost his mind. And Beretta has been shown trying to calm him down, trying to prevent him from getting the team disqualified, but no luck. Chucky T, something's going on with Chucky T. We might find out more about it in this match. We might have to wait until the Road to Wrestle Kingdom. But Chucky T's spiraling mental stability is something to keep watch of. And then the opener, you just got the Young Lions teaming up with Toa Hanare, Togi Makabe, going up against Tengozi, Yuji Nagata, and Manabu Nakanishi. So that is the World Tag League Finals. There are just 3 shows left until Wrestle Kingdom. You got the World Tag League Finals on Sunday. Next weekend, it's the Road to Wrestle Kingdom. Some New Japan stars will be off to Mexico and CMLL for a little bit. But other than that, that's it until Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th. Just make sure you're subscribed to Spoiler Free Wrestling, and we'll keep you up to date with everything going on with New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm the Guy from Spoiler Free Wrestling.